I can understand why so many people get married. It's kind of socialized to be something that you do. I did it twice myself, so I'm not just speaking from a place of imagination, but it's, to me, what's incongruent about it is that to be married, technically, you have to get the government involved with your relationship. And I know a lot of people say, well, there's rights that are going to come to me if I do that, and insurance benefits, and maybe tax breaks, some people think. I don't think that's always the case, but there's a lot of reasons that people ignore the fact that they're getting the government involved with their life. But I'm not a person who thinks the government is inherently evil or anything like that. I think that it can perform certain useful tasks. But to get the realm of legality and governmental institutions involved with love, I think that it has a archaic, outdated, kind of unnecessary energy to it, which I do believe more and more people will be questioning, and just basically trying to find other ways of dealing with how to be together that doesn't involve that. Because I'm trying to think of an analogy, something that could be as ridiculous. Let's say, you want to take a spiritual path, and for a lot of people, love is a part of spiritual growth and evolution. Then imagine having to go down and get a certificate from the government that proves you're on a certain spiritual path. It's not necessary. And I think that things are changing. There was something recently in the news about hospital visitations being changed by the current administration so that anybody can come to visit you and that kind of thing, as opposed to somebody that's, legally family. And a lot of people who worry about things like insurance and other kinds of financial reasons for getting married, that I believe that attracts a poverty mentality, as opposed to just, being able to manifest whatever you want. Personally, I don't think that health insurance is something that I would do if I wasn't required to, which I will be required to do in the future unless things change, because I don't believe in manifesting illness. And I know that's an out there belief for a lot of people, but I just don't feel as though putting energy towards fear about illness is useful. So if you do compromise, if it does seem inherently incongruent and strange to get the government involved in your life, but you get married anyways, then you're communicating something to the universe about what you believe. And the important thing is love. And yes, you can commit to another person, but you don't really know. You can sense that someone is your soulmate. You can sense that you're going to be together forever. But having gone through 2 marriages also means 2 divorces, which, made, for me, I had to go to a courtroom twice and go through this humiliating process in front of other people that were going through this experience. And it wasn't real long, but it was still pretty humiliating. And just putting myself in a legal environment, it's like, this just feels so unlike me to be in this situation. If you're going through the ending of a relationship and through changes, then there's other things to focus on than 3-6 months later or whatever, having to go and deal with some more legal documents, because the legal document that you got you no longer want. Avoid the whole thing to begin with, is what I say. And just, it's not about fearing commitment. To commit to another person means, in my mind, that you're willing to just be yourself, and you're willing to be honest, and you're willing to be present with that person. It's not about the length of time or anything like that. It's about, do you feel authentically drawn towards loving that person as best you can in the moment? That's as committed as you can get. So my sense of things is that as we break away from the kind of socialized conditioning that comes from living in this world, that people may still want to have their own rituals and ceremonies of their love, but they will question the legal component of it and no longer want the government to be a part of their relationship or relationships.